Once again, you're all welcome back to another video for today. As you can see, I'm back again on your screens. Right now it's 8:22, so I'm just on my way to Panera and get some coffee. Initially, I plan taking some omelette sandwich with some Coke or probably maybe some chocolate drink, but I changed my mind along the way. I'm still on my way, as you can see. I'm in the hospital right here, the women's hospital. I'm just about to just go to Panera to get some coffee for myself. I wanted to take coffee today, but I had to change my mind and just go back for some Western omelette. So this is what I'm having. I'm taking for breakfast today. I have some Western omelette with me right here with two wheat bread. So type like an omelette sandwich and this grape Fanta juice I have with me. So this is what I'm going to have for breakfast whilst we'll discuss about the topic for today's video, my shadowing experience so far. And as of now, I have about 3 videos or 2 if I'm not mistaken on the channel, of which the first video I was talking about my clinical experience. The second video I did recently was about my research experience, or like my research journey so far. So today's video is more about my shadowing experience. If you're a pre-med or if you're a medical student, or if someone who knows about the pre-med track, you know that definitely applying to medical school, you're supposed to have some kind of shadowing experience depending on the number of hours that you had before or prior to your medical school application. So I mean, let's just jump in real quick. I mean, as of now, most of you know from my content based on the videos I've been posting so far, you'll know that I'm already in the healthcare field, not just being in the medical field. I mean, the field of surgery, that's where I'm working at right now. In the future, hopefully, that's where I want to head towards. So in the future, I want to go into cardiothoracic surgery, that's like heart surgery, or maybe I have a second thought or second plan of going into either neurosurgery. But right now I see neurosurgery to be a whole lot of years, like you have to be going for more than 15 or 18 years to become a neurosurgeon, even though cardiothoracic surgery on this side also takes a longer years or a longer duration of time. But my main focus or my main drive is to become a cardiothoracic surgeon. Definitely, till I know I have a personal reason why I want to be losing a close friend to an atrial septal defect. So that's kind of my drive and motivation to go into cardiothoracic surgery one day in the future. So talking about my shadowing experience, if I'm to be very accurate, I have more than 100 hours of shadowing experience. So my first shadowing experience I did was the trauma. Sometimes I speak with the surgeons whenever they have a case ahead. That's like my first shadowing experience. So I spoke with this doctor called Dr. Craig. So Dr. Craig is an orthopedic surgeon, and there was a scheduled trauma case, which was like emergency surgery. The case was about to start in the next 10 minutes, and the room needed like a moving machine. So they just called me, can I get them this equipment in the room very quick or real quick as soon as possible? Then I did. So after that time, they said the patient was just in the room, and I think the patient had an accident and the legs they had a fracture, and there was a fracture in the tibia, the fibula and stuff, even a hip fracture or kind of like dislocation. So I'll say the patient was very much in pain, and he was also under anesthesia. So when I got the equipment back, when I sent the equipment in the room, I spoke with Dr. Craig. Hey, Dr. Craig, you mind me shadowing or like watching the case? You say, okay, fine, why not? You say, yeah, fine, why not? Just jump in. And I think they had a medical student on her rotation, and also we had a resident. We were kind of having some cool vibe communication back in there while the case was like ongoing. So I mean, throughout the whole entire period of the surgery, it took about 5 or 6 hours for them to just finish that first case, like the first procedure. And I was with them throughout, and I got to watch whatever that was going on. I think we had about three surgeons at that moment. We had a plastic surgeon, we had an orthopedic surgeon, and I think we had a urologist or some urologist or something, because they had to pass the catheter through his penis and do some kind of procedure or that. So that was my first shadowing experience I had working in the manual. As I said, I spoke with the doctor and he was like, yeah, fine. That same period, as I was speaking with the residents and the medical students, I told them, hey, my name is Elijah, I'm a pre-med, and right now, my dream my dream is to become a cardiothoracic surgeon. I'm just shadowing, I'm trying to watch and see how the surgery is going. And I think the medical student was like, yeah, fine. I think if I want to do cardiothoracic surgery, it's better I shadow one of the doctors that or surgeons we have called Dr. Suzuki. There was a thoracic case in the main oral in the operating room, and the nurse in the room called me, hey Elijah, can you come and give us some blood or pick up some blood in the room for us? So when I went, I saw Dr. Suzuki, and I saw it on the board, like the primary surgeon, Dr. Suzuki, and I was like, yeah, okay, this is the physician that the medical student was telling me about to speak with. So I told him, oh, this and that and that. My name is Elijah. As I was saying, I'm a pre-med. I want to be a cardiothoracic surgeon. Last time I spoke with one of the medical students during some shadowing round I was having, and from her she was like, it's better I speak with you. And he was like, oh fine, I'm welcome to watch. I'm welcome anytime he has a case. Anytime he has a case, I can just walk in and watch, and gain the experience for myself. I'm like, okay, bet, that's right. So from there, I think the following week he had another thoracic case. I went there, I watched about a couple of hours. I was enjoying. I was like, yeah, this is what I want. Even though he's from Dr. Suzuki, he did his residency. He did his residency in cardiothoracic surgery, but I think his fellowship, you have the right to choose either between cardiac surgery or thoracic surgery. So he chose thoracic surgery instead of cardiac surgery. But for me, my main goal or my main target is the heart. So I'd rather choose cardiac surgery over thoracic surgery. Even though I wish I can do both of them, like being a cardiothoracic surgeon. I think that was my second shadowing experience, and I had another shadowing experience with one of our physicians or our surgeons called Dr. Makroji. He's also one of the best and friendly surgeons that I know in the main oral. So I have a couple of shadowing experience in different specialties, running from orthopedics, neurosurgery, that's like Dr. Hamilton, going into urology, going into GI, thoracic surgery, and one that I'm still waiting for to shadow in is for a cardiac surgery. So I think I've not been assigned to the cardiovascular. I've not been assigned to the cardiovascular department yet. So I wish one day, or hopefully very soon, whenever I'm being assigned to that department, I can speak with any of the surgeons around that. Hey, this is me. This is what I have. This is what I want to do. I want to be like you, just as you operating on someone's heart at the moment. That's what I want to do. So can you just give me some kind of life experience, some coaches? Can I shadow? Can I get some shadowing experience from you? And definitely, I know so far as I'm already working over there, it won't be any difficult decision for them to tell me, say, yo, come along and just watch. So yeah, so as I'm saying now, I have a pretty much decent hours for my clinic, my shadowing experience, and I think I'm on a good track though. That's always I keep telling myself I'm a good track, and because when my GP is doing well, I have a good ABA. I have a research experience, my clinical experience is doing great, shadowing is doing great, volunteering is doing great, both clinical and non-clinical is doing great. My employment's doing great, and the only thing that I don't have on file right now is my MCAT, of which, as I was saying in one of my videos, hopefully next year, by this time in the summer, I should already sit for my MCAT. And since I don't want to take any gap year, I want to just get to medical school straight on my first attempt. I need to make sure that I pass my MCAT. I get about 515. Whatever I need to do to get 515 for my MCAT, I have to put in the work to make sure that everything goes on. So as I was saying, I have decent hours of clinical, I have decent hours of shadowing experience right now, and with that being said, I would think that overall I'm doing great, and definitely I still need to keep on doing well with my academics, racking more hours in my clinical experience. If I get any opportunity for any research, I need to just jump in and make sure that I get more hours. So because right now I have about 600 hours plus of research experience, and hopefully, I don't know, maybe along the way I might get some kind of research to do, and to just move me above 1,000. Because my goal is to get above 1,000, a minimum of 1,000 hours of research experience, and probably make sure that my application looks very great and highly competitive. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Yeah.